yesterday's class? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know. I'm expecting the same response from everyone. Hope you all have done the hands-on. If whoever have not, start doing it from now. Okay, on priority, consider this as on priority and try to start doing the hands-on daily basis, because that's going to be the practice as we go by. Okay, so now, yeah, let's talk about branching in Git. Yesterday we have seen about reset, revert, right? Deleting the files and all. Today let's talk about another important and the advanced concept, or else the very real concept called branching in Git. What is this branching? Git has got a great branching feature which made it so famous. The branching feature of Git is so robust, uh, which helps its implementation effectively in the real practice. Okay, so let's talk about what is this. Branching. See, till now, whatever files, whatever things we have done are all set to be on master branch. Master branch is a default branch or the main branch. Means whenever you create a local repository, okay, master branch will be created by default. Sorry. And that's called the main branch or default branch. And whatever changes we have done till now are set to be on this master branch. Until now, we have created multiple files, right? All of them, everything is happening on master. Let's take a use case. Yes, I have file 1. I have file 2. I'm working for functional requirement 1. Okay. So I am making modifications to these changes. Then client came up with another use case, like they want to make changes to, they have a new requirement, functional requirement 2. Right, and they have to make again modifications to the same files, but changes were different. Let's say different lines changes happens here on different lines. So functional requirement 2, functional requirement 1. So let's suppose we have placed that also in the master. Okay, imagine or consider this branch like a folder. Okay, we were keeping everything in the same folder. Means functional requirement goes into the same folder. Requirement 1 also goes into the same folder. Okay, let's say file 1, file 2. Okay, we were placing both the changes in the same folder. Okay, so at some point of time, there are high chances these changes may be getting messed up, isn't it? Means we just can't identify which changes are for requirement 1, which changes are for requirement 2, correct? Means let's suppose functional requirement 1 should be released on this December. Okay, means should be pushed to remote on December. Functional requirement 2 should be released on March. How do you distinguish? How do you differentiate those changes? Correct? How do you achieve different releases if you keep everything in the same folder or everything in the same branch? Correct? How is that possible? Right? Also, you can't identify which changes are going for requirement 1 and which changes going for requirement 2 as well. Isn't it? So that's where the concept of branching comes. Means whenever you have to develop parallelly, something you have to develop like a requirement 1, requirement 2. Rather than placing everything in the same branch, just create a copy of this master branch. Okay, give some name like feature branch or B1, whatever. Right? And you keep means whenever you create a branch from master, it will be a copy of master. Okay, it's exactly copy. But then onwards, you can work parallel here. Means functional requirement 2 goes here, requirement 1 goes here. Means we are achieving parallel development because of this branch. And so that this could be released for December, this could be released for March. Means branching helps you to achieve parallel development, or else maintain versions, maintain different releases, also keep your code better organized, right? This is the concept of branch. You can imagine it like a copy of the this existing branch. It is same, it's a copy till you make it. Once you make it, whatever changes you make on master will not be visible on B1, and whatever changes you make on B1 will not be visible on master, like vice versa also will not happen. Means it works like two parallel entities. This is the simple concept of branching. In reality, we may use branches, like I said, for parallel development, like you want to develop multiple requirements, or else you have to maintain multiple releases, multiple versions, or else every developer, if they want to make a change, they won't mess up this master branch. Master branch will be a dedicated branch. If they want to make any changes, what they'll do, they'll create a separate branch, make the changes there. Then once the changes are done, they can integrate them to master and delete this branch. That's the actual practice. Means your branches could be for temporary purpose, like a kind of draft. If you make any changes to the particular branch like B1, you can make changes to this, right? Once you are done, you integrate them to the original branch and later on delete this. That could be one scenario, temporary branch. Another use case could be you may have to maintain them permanently, like this, different versions or different releases if you want to maintain, right? So those are the different use cases. Means basically your branch could be a permanent one or a temporary one, right? When it is permanent, like if you want to maintain different releases or versions, or else you want to maintain different environments like dev environment, test environment, prod, and so on. So that's how you can have this branching feature. Got it right, all of you? Yeah. So that's a concept of branch. Still, if anyone, I'll show you how this works practically. But before that, to make the things more simple in layman terms, if I want to explain you, I would say, let's say there is a folder. Take up any, there's some PHP folder is here, right? Branch is nothing but, let's say this is the actual branch or the main branch or else the original one. We may create a copy of it, right? So this is the one. So now this is a copy of this is the new folder. If I make any changes on this new one, will it be visible on the original one? Will it be visible on the original one? By default, it will not be, right? Same is the case. If I make here anything, it will not be visible. It means it works like a two parallel entities. That's the concept of branch, right? Now that you understood this concept, let me show you this practically. See, like I said, master branch is the default or the main branch, right? Now, if you want to see list of all branches, git branch. Git branch will show you all the list of branches you are having. I have only one branch as of now. That's what it is showing, right? Yeah. So now let's say I want to create a branch from this master. Also, before that, I would just want to have a simple log. See, there were some bunch of logs. Let's say I just want to discard these two. I want only these two. How to do that? It's not mandatory you should do this before you create a branch. Just I want to go ahead with a simple number of commits. Now, can you tell me, I just want to get rid of third and fourth or else the top two latest successive commit IDs. How to do that?
Probably with the reset.
Add tilt to.
So how to do that? What is a command?
Reset.
Add head
Head
tilt to.
head to till to.
Yeah, head till to. Or else you may give this commit ID. So now the head pointer will go there. Now if you see the log, you will see only the two commits, right? This is the log, right? Right, correct. So now what next? Okay, these are the two you have. Now I would like to create a branch from this. When you create a branch, it would be an exact copy of it. It will get all the files as well as all the commits. So how to create a branch? Git branch. Let's say I'm giving name as B1 and the master branch. Okay, it is not saying anything, means like the command is executed. Run the command git branch. See, now it is listing B1 also, but there is an asterisk symbol, star symbol, asterisk symbol indicates on which branch you are on. I'm on master branch. Here also it will show you. Here also it will show you on which branch you are on. Means you can switch them, like you switch the folders, right? You navigate between the folders. Similarly, if you want to switch git checkout B1. See, this is the indication. On which branch are you now? B1. I'm on B1 branch. That's one way to check, or else git branch. See, now the asterisk is on B1. So on which branch you are on? B1, right? So you are on B1 branch. And yeah, so now we are on B1. Now if you run any command, it's said to be on B1. I'm doing ls, lists of B1. If I do git ls, this means you imagine like the working directory, staging area, repository with respect to every branch. Right now on B1, yes, this is what you have. Now you can also check the log, git log one line. This will show the log of B1. See, that's a log of B1. Everything got copied. Okay, perfect. Let's do a simple exercise. I would like to create a branch on B1. Like you did earlier, same way. Just you have to make sure you are on B1 branch. That's it. Okay. So now I'll do this and okay. So here if you see, yeah, I had some. Now what you have to do? Git status. It says it's on file 3, right? Right, file 3 is untracked. Like earlier, the same old story, whatever branch you're on, it's the same old story. It is in working directory. It's asking me to add same command, same concept with respect to this branch. Any branch is same. So add this. Then again, if you want, you can check the status. Changes to be committed. So git commit -m, let's say on B1, some commit on B1. Let's say I would like to give something like on B1. Okay. So now if you see the status, clean. ls, okay, 3 files. Git ls files, also third file. Also git log, a brief log. So one line flag, 3 commits. Now B1 has got 3 files and 3 commits. Do you think this third file is available on master? Third file, third commit, were they available on master?
No.
Nope.
Let's see that. Okay, let's see that. Let's switch the branch. How to switch the branch?
Check out
Yes,
master.
let's go to master and check out that. Let's check our understanding. Let's confirm it. Let's switch to the branch master. How to do the switch? Git checkout.
Yeah, checkout branch
Git
name.
checkout master. So see at the back end also you see only the files of master. Here also you see this. Again, if you see this list, git branch, you will see only see master. Right now ls, 2 files only. Git ls files, 2 files only. Also git log, only it should have 2 comments, correct? Git log one line. Right? It has got 2 comments. Right? Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Lakshmi cannot hear me. Lakshmi, please check your audio. Everyone can hear me. Please check your audio. Please check your mic headset. All right. Okay. So that is listed. That is giving you only 2. Means, like I said, they were like 2 parallel entities. It was a copy till you make a branch. From then, they two work like parallel entities, and everything works like the same. It means you can commit, you can create the files, right? You have to switch to the branch and do it. Okay, fine. Let's suppose now I have B1. I'm working there. I made some changes. Let's say that's for temporary purpose, means I was like using like a draft because I cannot directly make changes to master. I was making on some temporary branch. Now let's say I want to integrate changes from B1 to master, right? Means I want to get those changes, whatever changes are there from B1 to master. How to do that? What is that called as?
The push mechanism.
Integrating changes from one branch to another is called merging. That's the concept of merge. Okay, so how to do this merge?
Git merge.
You have to stay on your destination branch. Destination branch means from where are you getting the changes? B1 to master. So what is the source branch and what is the destination branch here?
Source is B1, destination is master.
Yeah, like when you travel, right? From here to here. So source is B1, destination is master. Now the syntax to merge is git merge source branch B1 and the destination branch. Means the concept is git branch source and the this is the syntax, right? And also you should be on your destination branch. I'm already on my destination branch. I'm on master branch. Now how do you do that? Git merge B1 master, correct? So whatever changes, whatever commits are there on B1 will be merged or will be integrated into master. Can I run the command? Everyone following and with me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Let's run this. Now do you see that you got the third file appeared here? Means like when you do ls, you can see it. Also when you list the files, I mean git ls files, you can see that. Also when you check the log, you can see the third commit. Got it, everyone? Branching and merging. This is called automatic merging or fast forward merging.
So for merging,
can
the
we
commit command is
do-
not required.
Hmm?
For merging, the commit command is not required.
When you merge, automatically whatever commits are there on the other branch will be appearing here, means will be integrated into your destination branch. No need to explicitly again commit that.
Okay.
Also,
can
if you,
we
let's say,
do-
1 second, if I'm already on master branch, suppose I want to check the branch log of something else, you can do this. If I don't put branch name, which branch log it will show?
Master.
Master, right? But here, if you put B1, it will show the log of B1. That's a log of B1. Means you can also check the log of other branches by remaining on something else, some other branch as well.
So where can I check the log for the merging? Like we have merged from
There will be
B1
no
to
log
master.
for merging. Okay, when you log,
Okay.
commit IDs will be added into the destination branch. See, this is added into our master branch from B1.
Okay.
And if we create a new file on master now, does it gonna update on the B1 as well, or we have it will be only on the master?
Simple. If I already shown you, this is a folder. I'll create a one more copy from it. If I make anything on one folder, is it visible by default on something else? Automatically, is it visible?
No.
Same. Here also, I made something on B1. Automatically, it's not visible on master, right? Reverse is also the same.
Okay.
If you create on master, it will not be by default seen on B1. Similarly, if you create something on B1 by default, it will not be seen on master.
So in that case, ma'am, you will create like file 4 in master. If I want to merge B1, I should go to B1 and then make merge.
Correct. Correct. Then source will be master, destination will be B1. But what is the general concept, general use case? Master branch is the main branch, default branch. This would be stable branch always. In reality, we'll use this master for production or else for stability. Okay, we don't mess up it. Always you create chains from master, means you create new branches from master, make changes there, integrate it to back to master. Right? That's what we do actually. That's why we merge to master. But yeah, reverse also you can do, but that's a general way, then general process. Am I clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we look into another advanced and interesting scenario? Good to go. Anyone lost in confusion? Any questions? Can I move ahead? I want responses from all of you, not that one or two will respond.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good to go?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now
Yes.
let's take up. Yeah, thank you all.
Just one question. Uh, uh, since this file1.txt is in both the branches, correct?
Hmm. Yep.
in master as well as B1.
Mm.
So while merging, I will get the changes of master since I'm merging from master in B1, or how it will be? It
Your
will give
question
the
will be
changes of.
answered with the coming up scenarios. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's take up a new scenario, an interesting part. Here on master, I'm creating some file for .txt. Okay, a new file I'm creating here. What should I do? Right? This one I'm not explaining again. We are all well versed with this. Git add and git commit. -m on master. These are the master changes. Okay, done. I have made some commits. So if I do on master, there are 4 files. Also, if you check the log of master, there'll be 4 commits. Is this 4th file, 4th commit available on B1?
No.
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 No, definitely no. Someone said yes, please recheck. No, see on B1 that commit is not there. That file is not there. I have given example as with the folder as well as I have given example from B1 to master. Same is the case. If you do something in master, it will not be visible on B1. Similarly, if you do something on B1, if you create something on B1, it cannot be there on master. Okay, they were like 2 parallel entities. Okay, I'm done here. Now I want to make some changes on B1. How to switch the branch?
Check out.
Git checkout B1. So I'm switched to B1 branch. Right? See here, there is no file. Do you see that now? Whoever having any confusions, right? It's not there on B1. You will not. Okay, fine. I don't have this on B1. Now I would like to make some changes for some other requirement. Parallelly development is happening. Now I'm not bothered about what is there on other branches and all. I just want to make some changes here, which is file4.txt. I'm not bothered whether it is present in other folder or not. Okay, now what should I do?
Merge.
Add and commit.
Only
Add commit.
committed changes will be merged. Okay, you cannot merge the unstaged or untracked changes. Only committed changes will be merged. So new file on B1. Okay, done. All right. So I'm done with my changes. Parallelly, I'm doing some changes here, something on master. Now I would like to merge, like I said, B1 is for temporary purpose. I want to merge everything to master. What are the steps to do the merge?
Check out to master.
And match.
First, go to master, git checkout master. Now, what is the command?
Git match B1
Git merge
B1 master.
B1 master. So if I run this, will this work fine? What happens now?
So B1
conflicts.
no. B1 files will add to the master.
Yeah, will it
It will
successfully
throw
merge?
warning.
Can it merge successfully? Or what happens now?
There will be much conflicts.
Maybe the file name conflict.
Okay, we'll get a conflict. But why? What is the reason for the conflict? Anyone?
Because it
There
is
are
not
two
synced up
file-
with master
file forms.
branch.
Already existing thing.
Is it just the file name or anything else?
It is not synced up with the master branch, so we need to pull it. Master branch.
Even
first.
content also different.
Like we need to understand the concept behind this thoroughly. Generally, people think that it's just file name, but there's much beyond that. Okay, to understand what happens at the backend, let's look into the complete use case from the beginning. Like we were having initially 2 branches, right? Master and B1. Then I made a file 4 here, and there is a commit made on this, like commit A, right? Is this commit available on B1 branch?
No.
I made some
No.
commit, it's not available, right? Okay, fine. Then what is the second step? Next step is I came to B1. I made here file and I made some other commit B. Is this commit available on master?
No.
No.
No, right?
Now we are
Obviously,
trying to
no,
put.
it's not there. Okay, fine. Whatever may be happening, parallelly development is happening on both the branches. Now let's say I want to merge. What is the meaning of merging? Changes should come, whatever changes are there in B1 should come and sit in master, right? From source, changes should come and sit into the destination branch. And if you look into this, yeah, so here you will have B1, okay, sorry, commit B. Here what is like if you check the commit history of file 4, what are the commits of file 4 existing on here? This one, right? Similarly, what is the commit history of file 4 here?
Yeah.
Correct? So just imagine they were like snapshot. Whenever it is merging, means whatever on B1 should come and sit here. Means as per the definition, this B, it should have the commit history B. It means that it's overwriting commit A. Correct? It should overwrite this and only B should sit here. If that is happening, we don't need Git anymore. Isn't it? It should not overwrite. At the same time, it should not ignore, means it should not just keep A and it cannot ignore B. Correct? So what changes it should keep? Git has a confusion. Git has a confusion on what changes it should keep. Whether it should keep changes from B1 means only commit B, or else whether it should put only changes of master, commit A and ignore B. It cannot do. It's after all a tool. Git is a tool. No, it cannot override or else it cannot ignore. So Git has a confusion and it arises a conflict. Means it doesn't know which changes to keep. It will not override or it will not ignore. Rather, it will inform us in the form of a conflict. Right? And as a person who created them, you have to decide what to take. You have to resolve the conflict. How to resolve, we'll see. But now, what is the reason for conflict? One reason is, yes, same file name. Not that just because of same file name. If it is just the same file name, you will not get the conflict. The main thing is your source branch is missing some commits which are there on destination. So here source is B1. B1 branch is missing which commit?
A commit.
A.
Exactly, missing commit A, which is on master. See, I'm writing the whole sentence for you to analyze it thoroughly. Because people start working on Git, they do so many things. They don't know the things at the back end. That makes things difficult to understand or to work. It would be always a nightmare. Whenever there is a conflict, there will be a nightmare. Right? So you should have a clarity on why you are facing this, how to fix it. Right? This is the reason. Is the reason clear for all? Let's suppose same file name, no conflict scenario. Also, I'll explain if this is clear. Is this much clear for all?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, earlier scenario, we did not get a conflict. But see, again, it was almost the same. Like, let's say there is file 1. Okay. There is commit A. Let's suppose you made a branch B1 at that point. Means file 1 commit A were still here. Okay. Then what you did? Then on B1, this side is B1 branch. Okay, this is B1 branch. This is master. Right? Now here on file 1, let's say I made some commit. Now if I integrate, would I get a conflict?
No.
Because see, it has got commit A and commit B. Okay, this snapshot, if you look in, it's having commit A, it's having commit. Same file, but you will not get a conflict. This is having file commit A. There is no overwriting, right? It's just getting the new commits from B1 and adding here. No conflict, even though file name is same, right? So it's not just because of the same file name, all right? It is all about the commits. If source is missing some commits which are there on destination, this will happen. Understood this, all of you? Any questions from anyone?
Understood, ma'am.
This is the reason for conflict. Can we merge from master to B1, reverse, there is same conflict. You can merge from master to B1, B1 to master, or whatever way you want, you can merge. But I already told you the use case. Generally, we make a temporary branch like B1. From B1, we'll merge it here. From temporary branches, we generally merge, but reverse also can be done technically. So now that you understood the reason for conflict, let's see how to resolve it. Shall we proceed? Git is just an after all a tool. Okay, it cannot fix the conflicts. As a DevOps or else as a person who created those files, it may be a developer, they have their files, they may get conflicts. So one who created them should resolve it. So now let's see how to fix the conflict. So, okay, first let's merge it. Yeah, let's run this merge. See, auto merging failed. Merge conflicts in file 4. Automatic merging failed. Automatically it cannot merge because Git has a confusion. Fix the conflicts and then commit the result. It's asking us to fix the conflict. So how do you fix it? Open the file. When you open the file, right? When you open this file, you will see this way. Means see here. This is another advantage of VS Code editor. It will help you resolve them better. Okay, when you see here what happens, the starting this part indicates the content from the current branch. See, current changes. This indicates the changes from the incoming branch. See, this VS Code editor provides a provision to decide whether to keep accept current changes or accept incoming from B1 or accept both, or you want to compare. These options are provided by VS Code. That's one of the advantages of using VS Code. Let's say you don't use VS Code. If you just use a notepad also, you can see the same. Let me show you. Git demo is a folder. Now if you open this file one, sorry, it's a file 4, right? See, it will show you this way. You have to edit. There are no such options to choose whether incoming. You have to edit. Like you have to remove or delete. You have to do it, man. That's the only difference. Am I making sense, everyone? You will see contents from both the branches. Head indicates contents from current branch. This part indicates it's from B1. You have to edit the file and save it. But in VS Code, it will give you an option like I want both. So I'll click this. So you will just see this both. Because in reality, file may be so huge, right? Your notepad will make the things so confusing this way, which one to keep, which one not to. These options are provided in VS Code. That's another advantage of this editor, right? So what you have to do, whether you use Notepad or whether you use VS Code or any other editors, just you have to edit the file. Once edit and save it. Once you edit the file, what should you do in Git? When you modify any file, what should you do?
Commit.
Add and commit.
Add and commit. That's what you have to do. Git commit. It's not a new file, so -a, -m, conflicts resolved or something like that. Done. Now you can see, yeah, it's all clean. Now tell me, I have both the changes in master. What would be the content of file 4 on B1?
It's still same only.
Same only, right? Because we merged on master. We did not merge on
Right.
B1. So it will have its
Right.
own content. That's all. See here, it just has its own changes, its own lines. We merged, we made these changes on master, not on B1. This is the concept of branching and merging. Branching, merging without conflict, first scenario. Second scenario with conflict. Conflicts are not something bad which you should avoid. Conflicts are always good. That's fine. You get a conflict means it's informing that this is what is happening, so that you will decide what to keep, what to change. Right? This is a conflict I got within my local repository. If you remember, we were still on our local. We did not go to remote. We'll also get a conflicts with others. That also we will see. Okay, maybe tomorrow we'll get to our remote repositories. There we'll see again this concept of conflicts on remote repositories with others, other changes, other person, right? Other person, like in the beginning we discussed, right? Persons, different people can work on the same file at the same time. There will be conflicts. How to resolve them, how to fix it, we'll discuss that. So this is about branching without conflicts, branching and merging without conflict and with conflict as well. Any more questions?
Like rollback.
Rollback? What is rollback?
Like you can roll back the current commit.
That is revert, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, oh yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah, since we're like doing master, I said like rollback. Sorry.
Rollback means revert. Whenever you commit, a new commit ID is added, right? If you don't want the merge, you have to revert that commit ID. Again, just the concept of revert, whether it is about merge commits or whatever it is. Clear?
Yeah. Yeah, I have an example like it's best practice like unsaid, but you follow it everywhere. Whenever
What is
you
that?
have a changes in file, you start on the bottom of the lines, so you eliminate most of the conflicts. And also you always sync with your master every day before you develop any code. That's gonna give you more clear files every day. So that's one best practice we do every day in development.
Yeah. Like whenever you make changes, you merge back into master. Clear
Is
with
it
this
like
concept, everyone?
do we use only master in DevOps, or do we use different kinds of branches?
We will talk about branching separately, branching strategy separately, right? Not just with the DevOps, like in general, how branches are used. We'll discuss that. Generally, in general, there were different strategies implemented in many projects, like different strategies were implemented. But generally, most of the cases, master branch will be a dedicated branch. Okay, we'll have a separate branches for dev environment, stage environment, pre-prod, and so on. Once coding is done, or else we as a DevOps person also, you will have the pipelines, Jenkins files created, right? We'll have it for dev. Once they were tested, they will be like the same code will be pushed to stage. From stage, it will be pushed to pre-prod and so on. Once it is all working fine, it will be moved to the actual branch. Like it will be pushed from one branch to another. Code will be moved from one branch to another.
Okay.
All right. So,
The master one, right, as a dedicated branch.
Yeah, master will be a dedicated branch. We don't mess up master. We'll first test on other branches. Then we will, once everything is working fine, then we'll push to master, which would be going for production, which would be deployed for production.
For secure, how we can secure the master to prevent that
There
unnecessary?
will be so many this is local. Okay, still we are on local. When you go to remote, there will be permissions held that no one can push to master, right? Directly, no commits will be allowed on master branch or other branches generally. Always you have to raise a PR. We will talk about when we go to remote. We were not on remote yet. This is local. So I'm making changes on any branch.
Okay.
On branch, we'll hold the permissions.
So
So,
there is
yeah.
also DevOps engineer role only, right?
DevOps engineer role only. Which
providing the permissions, everything. It's part of DevOps engineer.
No, everyone will do it. In the sense, developer repositories will be different. DevOps repositories will be different. Okay, every team will have a GitHub admin. The remote repository, there'll be an admin person who will have those permissions. Yeah, if you are a DevOps person, if you have some repositories, if you are made given admin permissions, maybe you might be a senior or a lead. So you will have the permissions. I mean, you will be given those permissions to restrict all of that.
Yeah, actually,
Preethi,
we are also working right in that situation. So we are asking the DevOps people give the permissions kind of thing. So that's why I asking.
It
So
depends. See, there were different repositories. If it is a development code, if it's a development repository, definitely development lead will have permissions on it. He can give access, he can restrict it. But they are coming to DevOps people means maybe everything is managed by DevOps team. But that's not the case in all projects or companies.
Preethi, I have one question. If suppose there are 3 branches and we have added and committed to the main branch. So if suppose we realize that branch 2, we don't want to see that contents. So there is any way to remove the branch B to main?
Already when you merge, some commits are added, right? See, this is added when I merged, this is added when I merged, right? From whichever branch you might have merged, there will be always a commit added like this. If you don't want, you revert those commit IDs, that's all.
Okay. So how to revert that?
Yesterday we have seen revert, right? Git revert commit ID. Are you there in the yesterday's class?
Yes, I'm there.
Revert we have done, then you should be knowing it. Git revert the commit ID.
Okay.
Again, I'm just cleaning up the repository. Please see if you could not recollect the things, watch the recording. Okay, do the hands-on. If you do the hands-on on regular basis, definitely you can recollect the things. Have you done the hands-on, Kumar? Yesterday's hands-on.
Yes, I have did, but I not have link this Git to Visual Studio.
That's fine. Whether it's not mandatory, you should do an Visual Studio. I'm asking, have you done hands-on on Revert? Please make
No,
sure
that
you are doing the hands-on. If you do the hands-on, you could recollect and connect with the next day's topic very well. Okay, whoever haven't not done till now, please watch the recordings, do the hands-on. Still you are stuck up or questions, get back to me. Okay, so please revisit those things. And
Preethi,
here I have here.
Yeah, this is my first class, but I have good understanding of all these things. But I just want to know, like, you gonna teach Docker and Kubernetes from building the infrastructure phase, right? Not like only using it.
Not like only using?
Like from scratch, right? How to build an infrastructure.
Any concept or any tool will be started from the basics till advanced concept. We'll also implement it in the multiple CI/CD applications.
Okay.
Multiple CI/CD workflows will be covered. All right. So before I take up any questions, let me help you understand this reset. I just cleaned up everything. Just want to have my master with a simple log. Now I would like to show you something interesting, the concept of stash. What is the stash? Stash is another concept which will help you move your changes. Means let's say in the working directory, I made some changes to file 1 and file 2. Okay. I'm still working on them. They were not complete. There is some incomplete work. Okay. Or else half of the work is done. Then I got some immediate call or else immediate requirement from the manager. I should commit this file 3. So I should keep this file 1, file 2 work on hold and jump onto file 3, make some changes, move to remote. But always the best practice is whenever you want to push your changes to remote, your working repository should be clean. If I have some changes on file 1, file 2 unstaged, will the repository be clean? Definitely it will not, right? It will ask me to add and commit this file 1 and file 2, but I can't do that, but because they were only halfway done. At the same time, I don't want to discard them. Already half of the work is done. But I want to keep the repository clean. That's always the best practice whenever you're pushing to remote or merging and all. Means I just want to put these changes on hold, right? That's where stash comes in. Stash helps you move these unstaged changes to some temporary shelves. So that your working repository clean, you can continue your priority task, then come back and continue on this changes on temporary shelves. To make this more meaningful, let me show you with the hands-on. See, I have some file. Okay, I'm making some change to this. File 1, I made some change. File 2, also I'm making some change. Now tell me, were these files having unstaged changes or were those changes called untracked or unstaged?
Untracked.
Yeah.
You made changes untracked.
Correct.
Untracked, right? Also, if you keep your cursor here, it can show you modified. This is another advantage of using VS Code as an editor. When you keep your cursor, it can show you it's a modified. Also, if you want to make sure it's status, right? Not staged. Yeah. It says it's not staged. Okay, fine. Now I have some priority tasks. I want to keep my repository clean. I can't add and commit them because like we were halfway through, like half only done. I can't put the incomplete code. This might not be always code. This might be a Terraform config files, anything. Okay, I'm just talking about a generic example. So I want to just make my repository clean, but keep it, move them to temporary shelves. Simply run git stash. It says working directory is moved. Now if you check the status, it's clean. See, also if you keep the cursor, it's not showing modified. Also those lines are gone. In file 1, I have second line. In file 2, I have first line. Nothing there. Do you mean that they were gone? They were just moved to temporary shelves. How do you see them? Git stash list. See, every stash will generate a stash number like this. If you want to see the changes, git show stash number. Okay. It will show you, see file 1, file 1.txt, file 2.txt, they were stashed, right? So now your working directory is clean. You can continue other priority tasks. Let's say now I want to get the changes back from temporary shells to working directory, which is called unstash. How to get them? Git stash pop stash number. What is this pop? It will help you get the changes back. Like git stash pop will help you get the changes back to your working directory, as well as it can help you. It will also delete the temporary shells. It will unstash. It will bring the changes, also delete from temporary shells. What does it mean? See, it dropped the stash, means it deleted from temporary shells. After unstashing, if you see here, there's nothing on temporary shells and your changes are back. This is called unstashing. Making sense, everyone?
It means like a behave like a cache, right?
Yep, kind of. Yep. Yeah, you got your changes back. Again, see, when I keep the cursor, yes, the content is there and it says it's modified. Let's do one more time. Okay, git stash will stash. It will create a stash number. If you want to unstash, how to do that? Pop. Or else there is another way. Apply. What is the difference between pop and apply? We will see that. Okay. See, pop will also delete from temporary shells apart from unstashing. But apply will not delete from temporary shells. Meaning, see, it doesn't drop. Do you see there is nothing like it dropped? It doesn't drop. Means it is still on temporary shells also. Okay. And if you check the status, yes, your changes are back again. Okay, fine. But why you need it? In cases like, let's suppose I want to continue this incomplete work on some other branch as well. You may keep it on temporary shells, go to the other branch, and you can also unstash it. Means stash is a repository level. So you can switch to any other branch and also unstash it and continue the incomplete work. so that you can keep a copy on temporary shells by stash apply. Understood? I will show you. See, stash is nothing but this stash will move changes from working directory to temporary shells, right? Then stash pop will unstash, means will bring changes from working directory to temporary shells. It will bring it to temporary shells. Plus, it will delete from temporary shells. That's what stash pop will do. And what does this does? This
It
also
won't
does.
delete from temporary shells. It won't
Ah.
delete.
Yeah. From temporary shells, but this will not delete from temporary shells. Right? That's the difference. Got these 3 commands clear, everyone? Understood?
So this dash we can use between the staged and repository also, right? Local repository.
Staged and repository means?
Locally, not working directly.
See, this is from working directory to temporary shells, only from working directory, not from staging area. Unstaged changes can be stashed.
Okay.
Unstaged changes, not the staged changes.
There is
Okay.
no way, ma'am, for staged one, we don't do it.
No, not for stage 1, for unstaged changes. For untracked also you can do git stash -u for untracked, but not for staged. Okay. So that's one thing. And also see, I have 2 files. If I stash now, everything will be moved to temporary shells. But let's say I want to move only a particular file, not everything. How to do that? Only a particular file. Git stash -p. P means partial stash, right? So git stash -p, partial stash. Confirm it with yes or no. It will ask you on every file, file 1, yes. Let's say file 2, I don't want. Okay, so I have stashed it. See, now here you can see slowly. Yeah, it got updated. Do you see file 1 is only stashed, whereas file 2 is not. If you want, you can stash it separately again. Right now git stash, because anyway there's only one file, I can. And if you see the stash list, you'll have multiple stashes. You can unstash whichever you want. Correct?
Yeah.
That's called partial stash. Let's suppose I don't want to unstash. I would like to delete this particular stash. I don't want it on temporary shelves also. I don't want to unstash also. You can clean up this way. This is just to delete the stash. Let's suppose I want to delete everything. I don't want to unstash, but I just want to discard everything. Stash clear. Will delete multiple stashes. See, when I see stash list, no output, means everything got clear. If you want to delete only particular stash, stash drop. If you want to delete all the stashes, stash clear. Correct? Different things you can do here. Those are the different things about stash. Right? This is git stash. This is git stash pop stash number. This is git stash apply stash number, and stash drop stash number, stash clear. Stash clear will delete all stashes from temporary shells. This is to get the things registered. You should register all of this in your mind. Drop, delete a particular stash.
Preethi, temporary shells means where exactly they will create actually?
A virtual shelves, not in a physical folder, a virtual layer. Git will manage it.
Those are visible to us or like?
Huh? No, not
They-
visible, not visible.
Okay.
Is there any specific memory limit for that stash?
Nothing. Actually, it depends on your file repositories. That's all. Means if you can create a file, means you can stash it. If you have enough space to create a file on your repository on your server, you can stash it. No specific requirements as such. And to delete any and to stash any particular file, -p. Specific stash or a partial stash or a particular file, whatever you call it. These are the different commands in the stash. See, I'm requesting everyone to do the hands-on. Also, like I have already shown you, but I'm showing it again so that you can recollect and you would be on par with the classes. Let me show you something. There is a separate, special quiz for stash as well. Yeah, see, what does stash do? New stash, list of stashes, so many things. If you take this after, go through the recording, listen it, do the hands-on, then to test it, if you see if you'll be perfect in this particular topic. Please make sure you're following this practice. This practice will help you reap the benefits of this course. Reap very good benefits of this course, I can say. It's not that you just attend the class, okay, 1 hour you attend, done. Okay, make sure to follow this practice to gain the full benefits of the course. I want everyone to have the benefits of this course. You should switch your careers. You should achieve your goals. Please follow this practice. Okay, this is very much helpful because immediately after hands-on, if you test yourself, if you check this way, that will be like you can't forget those things, right? Make sure you're doing it. Also, the branching is here on Git Quiz 3. Git branching, right? Git checkout, everything, the branching concept. Yep. Please make sure you're doing it. Retake them. These are very important. Don't ignore them. Don't think that why do we need quiz so no one will give quizzes. This is to evaluate yourself so that you gain the confidence on the subject. You gain grip over the subject so that you could answer any sort of interview questions. Same goes with every tool. Okay, if you are very good, you have done this thoroughly, everyone is up to a mark on the all of this. I can also add more quiz, more interesting questions. So please get to them. Once you are done, let me know you are done. You need more quiz. That helps me add more things for you. All right. So any questions coming back? Any questions to the stash part? So today, what are the things we have done? Yes, please.
Can you please repeat how to stash particular file?
-p.
Okay.
Git stash -p. This is the one. So that it will ask you, it will prompt you on each file. Like file 1, it will ask you can give yes. On file 2, you can give no and do it.
Okay.
See, if whoever joined late or whoever joined today as your first class, I would request you to watch the previous sessions recordings. You will get a good insight of the whole training. You will also understand the topic, today's topic, more clearly. After hands-on, you will be having the things crystal clear. That assurance I can give you. Hands-on is the one I'm requesting from you all. So do this hands-on. Let's suppose you are perfect in this, you have done with this. Okay, you have mastered it, then you have many things to do. You then go to the website. Okay, here you have scenario-based questions and all. If you go to the lab material, okay, here again choose the tool. Okay, so here if you scroll down, here are the different things, and one more thing should be there, scenario-based questions. Interview questions, yeah. Git, yeah. Here are the things, beginner level, intermediate level, advanced, and scenario-based. If you are thorough on whatever we have discussed, you are already a Git professional, Git expert, you can now take up these questions, scenario-based questions, like interview questions, kind of, you can go through them. Okay, if you are also have completed this, you have excelled this, then let me know. I would also be interested to add much more. So there is no limit for your hands-on. Okay, but you have to spend some time, put your effort here. All right, then. Anything else? Any more questions?
Preethi, this scenario-based question has answers as well, right?
Yes, so that you can recheck yourself. So now we have another advanced concept called Git rebase. Once we are done with Git rebase, we can go to remote repositories. We shall start from Git rebase tomorrow. Anything else? Any more questions? And some of you are asking for other tools. Yes, whether you take Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Ansible, be it any tool. Okay, we will start from the basics till advanced concepts. Okay, also we will put them in the CI/CD pipeline in action. It will be a complete hands-on on every day, right? That's how we'll go with the flow for every tool. Also would request you to watch the first class, the demo class, so that you'll get a more idea on the course and the agenda.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Any more questions?
So are we using any cloud in this, Preethi? So like AWS?
Yes, we will do everything on AWS. It's Git beginning, so we were doing on our local. We will also go for Git on Linux AWS instances. We'll get started with the Git, the Linux from after completion of Git. Maybe tomorrow we'll complete Git, from Monday Linux, and then we'll step into the next tool on AWS.
Is it RDS covered, Preethi?
RDS code?
Relational database.
Is
it covered in this?
RDS, why do you need RDS for a DevOps person? See, RDS may be a part of the infrastructure, but it's not the only thing we do on AWS or as a DevOps person. Here, RDS, we are not using RDS in our pipelines or in our infra. We are using EC2, EKS. EKS is Elastic Kubernetes Service, the managed service, the one which you should know for reality, like for real exposure. That also I'm covering. ECR. Then we are covering all the DevOps services like AWS code commit, code build, code deploy, code pipeline, right? And other services like EBS, ES3, all those general services will be covered.
Okay, thank you. But suppose we want to configure it in Terraform. So suppose we want to configure it in Terraform, how we can configure that?
Configure which in Terraform? RDS. Okay. So here we are using Terraform to create our EC2, create our EKS cluster, the very advanced concept. We were covering those. When you are doing these things, you can create or you can work with any infrastructure in AWS. Means if you attend the session for creating EC2 instance, there I'll also talk about generic way to create any service. So that will help you to work on any code.
Okay.
To configure any other service on AWS.
Okay, thank you.
So in Terraform, we are going to demonstrate on Azure and GCP also.
On AWS.
So because
like I said in the beginning, if you know one cloud, if you know Terraform to create infrastructure on one cloud, it would be similar with any other cloud. How it is similar, what changes, where you should make a change if you want to do others, that part I'll be covering. Like generic things, how it works for other clouds.
Because the thing is, Terraform main motto is working with multi-cloud.
That's what, if you know to work with one cloud, you can use Terraform to work with any cloud. That's how Terraform is. You don't need to learn for every cloud. If you are automating one cloud, means you can use Terraform to work with any cloud. All right, then that's all from my end. Please make sure to do the hands-on. And today a separate WhatsApp group will be created with all the registered students. SDev is a bit busy, could not do it. Today, he'll be more to WhatsApp group. Please post your queries in the WhatsApp for support during your hands-on. Right? Any more questions? If you have anything else, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp or you can connect with Raj for any other further details as well. Thank you all. Good day. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Preethi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.